Hey everyone, welcome back to Adventures with Edna. I'm Chris. Chance has the weekend off. It's Saturday in late January, where it is a wonderful 26 degrees out here. This makes it ideal for car work. Nope. No, it doesn't. So today, we're doing wiper work. Notice I said wiper singular. Last week we went out to Reassembly, where we were hoping to pull the wiper linkage off of either the F1 panel truck or the F6 dually in hopes of converting Edna from a single wiper to a dual wiper, but unfortunately that didn't work out. The F6 turned out to actually just be a one wiper truck, and the F1 panel, the linkage was all broken out of it, so we weren't able to get the linkage out of it. So here we are, still with one wiper. However, Edna's single wiper is having an issue at the moment where something is loose. So we're not even getting a full sweep when you turn the wipers on. It's basically got this much play in it. So you can move it back that far without actually turning the wiper on. So this is what we're dealing with right now if we turn the wipers on. That's all we got. So that's not much. And then it stops in that position because it won't push itself all the way down. Now, a few years back when I first bought Edna, it still had the original vacuum wiper motor in it, and I never could get it to work. It would try really hard, but it just would not push the wiper. A couple of people told me that if you put some 3-in-1 oil in there and let it kind of work through, that it'll kind of seal everything up and start working again, and it helped, but it still wouldn't push the wiper. So we got the Speedway kit to convert it to electric wiper, and I've been running that the past few years, but I still want to convert Edna to a dual wiper setup, and I'd like to get the original wiper linkage to go in there. However, a quick eBay search turned up nothing. So if you're watching this channel and you know where I can get the linkage for the dual wiper setup, definitely contact me in the comments down below. Hopefully you guys know something I don't, or where to find them at least. But anyway, so we're going to check this out. You have to pull the gauges out to get to the wipers, which isn't really too big a deal. It's all right behind the gauges, and once you pull those out of the way, you have pretty good access to everything. So we're going to check that out. I did, however, make the effort to try to fix this about 2 weeks ago before we actually went out and tried to get the dual wiper set up from Reassembly, and it wasn't a work on it the night before on your back with your phone as a flashlight type fix. I did try that. I did find something that was loose. It felt like a nut, but you can't see it. And it would turn by hand, but it wouldn't come off and it wouldn't tighten up. So I'm not really sure what the deal was there. So we're going to check that out from up top today and hopefully get this thing fixed. It's really cold out here. So I've got Edna kind of easily set up to get in here because there's a nut here, a nut here, one down here, and one right here to take the gauges out. However, it's not fun at all to take those out. So I've basically been running this thing for the past few years with no nuts. So we can push it right out of there. But if you're going to actually take it out, hold up. How do you take this thing out again? There we go. Turn the headlights back off. You have to take the headlight switch out because it'll catch on this. Hold up. We still got lights on. There we go. So we gotta take this switch loose. Once you unscrew this here, the whole light switch, the whole headlight switch will come out, and you can drop the gauges out pretty easily. It just doesn't want to grab. You can use your keys to loosen this. That seems to be the best method because it's too wide for a screwdriver. And just like that, it was off. Pull the switch out. And we just drop it down out of the way. The only other thing you have to do here is take the speedometer cable loose, which is pretty easy to just reach up under the dash and unscrew that. Provided all your wires aren't in the way. There. Now we'll just push our gauges out. Touch stuff we're not supposed to touch. And we'll just put those right down there where we don't have to mess with them. So now we have full access to our wiper motor situation. Now is the part that I don't remember how this comes out. So we're going to have to get down and look. I can't see. The sun's in my face. Bring you guys in here for a bird's eye view. So if you look in here, this is our Speedway kit. Everything's pretty well lined up like it should be. I just don't remember what actually holds what in place. How does it even go in there? I don't remember. Let's try getting up under the dash in here. Let's see what we can see. So I can see over there where it connects. I think I see how it works. Maybe. I'll get you guys in here. I feel like that's where it's loose. I think that, for one, we're going to have to take this defroster out. Like this thing right here. I don't even know if I pointed in the right spot. I think this is in the way. This is if you had defrosters, which we don't have. So I accidentally stopped the video trying to get that out. Or trying to get back out from under here. This is how you take your vent out. You go ahead and throw your screws down on the floor. And then you pull out your vent. They're very fancy, as you can tell. What happens? Where did we put the keys? I think they're behind my head. Well, I was hoping if I reversed the camera that I would be able to see what I was doing, but apparently not. Where is it? That's a cup holder type thing. Is that the key? No, that is not the key. There's the keys. All right. Let's turn the wiper on and see what's happening from underneath. Why can't I get the key in there? There we go. There it is. Now, if we turn the wiper on, what happens? Well, we definitely can't see anything. Can we tell if we put the reverse? Look at what's going on in here. Something's got to hear movement. We see that happening there, but we don't know what's actually going on. I think that was the nut I was touching the other night. I don't know because I can't see it. How do we get up in there? I'm under the pedals, so I can't reach very far. I wish I could get the camera positioned up in here where it will just hold, but I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe. 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 I don't know. What are we looking at? I don't even know. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I think that's the loose thing. Maybe. I don't know. Where's the loose thing? Is this the loose thing? That's the loose thing right there. See, that's loose. And we don't know why. So, do we have to take this whole thing out of here? We might have to. I can't get out. I'm stuck. I don't think that was the right screw to take out, so we are putting it back in. I think it was the one beside it that was supposed to come out. It's really long. Right there, tight. Now we need a short flathead. Like this one. Took me a minute to find. Alright, it took me a minute to figure it out on camera, but this screw here pivots up and down, so you have to loosen that screw, push it down, and then that gives you access to this screw here, and then the one I took out the first time is the other mounting screw, so it's that one and the one on the other side. Alright, now that it's loose, I know why it's slipping. This right here, which turns everything, has a set screw right there that is not doing set screw things. So we can take this piece off and see where it's been slipping. So we got to figure out how to get this tightened back up on here, which is probably going to require set screw. Alright, so I found, I don't need a new set screw, but I did find an Allen key that fits that. So we're going to put that back on those, just like that. And we're going to tighten up our set screw. Can't hold the camera and tighten that at the same time. It does kind of seem like this motor, well, not the motor, but the mechanism is a little worn over the past few years. Now it's tight, because that's all the plate has now, which is in the motor itself. So it's tight on the shaft. So we can start reassembling. Now, these little washers, spacers, had like a little tack weld on them that held them in place, and they fell off. They're supposed to be here. So when we put this back together, I'll have to finagle those in place. There's another one right here. That's the other one. So let's see what we can do about getting this thing back in. I guess I can retighten the one that I did off camera, because it didn't actually have to come loose. You gotta put your hands in really weird places to try to get this thing to work. Strange angles. That's what I meant to say. Oh man, I think that's what happened. Back on there. Wipers. No, you stay. Stay. Now, dropped again. There we go. Saw it fall. I didn't see where it went. Where is it? Go behind the carpet. Don't drop it. Got one started. Well, not one started, but one started. Progress. Now we gotta figure out where that thing fell. I pulled the carpet back and realized that the screws on my dimmer switch are really loose. So I guess it's a good thing we were in here. Took me a minute, but I found it. It was way under the carpet. I'm getting this screw tightened back up. Tight. Get the other one. Now we just push this back up to there, and then we tighten that screw. I had to tighten that camera. This is blocking the sun. Let's see if we fixed it. I got one wire that was disconnected. Got wipers again. Or wiper. Alright, now that we have wiper again, I'm going to put our defroster duct back in, because that's doing stuff. Actually, the main reason for putting it back in is they don't have these two empty screw holes on the dash. One of these days, we got to look into getting some actual defrosters. Oh, like. My microphone fell off and was sitting down there. So I guess we'll find out if you guys heard me in editing. Our gauges back in like they need to be. Speedometer cable. Headlight switch. Just in case you guys didn't know, your keys actually work great for taking this bezel on, or this nut on and off. Put our switch back in. thinking we burned a fuse somewhere because I don't see the dash lights coming on. Still got heat. Get our carpet back in. Look back down. We lost our gas pedal somewhere. There we go. We're going to check our fuses real quick and see what might have burned. What might have burned? Spare. So this red one's burned. Don't know what that is. Brakes. Looks okay, I think. No, we need that too. Let me get the fuses out. Oh, so it looks like we're out of blue fuses. That's awesome. What else did we burn? Okay. 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 Well, that one definitely looks burned. Luckily, we got some more green in here. That one's okay. Alright, so we need a blue one and we need a red one, which I don't have. We'll have to make a trip to the store today. Put that back on for now. Alright, so we fixed our wipers. We did it all in one video without having to make a part 2 for once. All I really got to do is I got to make a trip to O'Reilly's and get some fuses for those 2 that are burned. Plus, it's kind of good to know that I have backups, or, you definitely want to have backup fuses. Hopefully, you guys learned something, maybe what not to do. As I said in the beginning, we definitely want to upgrade to have 2 wipers in Edna. So if you guys know where I might be able to get a linkage set for that, leave a comment down below, or you can email me at adventureswithedna@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out our Patreon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Chance will be back next week. Thanks for watching Adventures with Edna, and we'll see you in the next one.